So for you guys to cross the river, there is two things that are non-negotiable. The first one is you need to know where you are. You need to know precisely, exactly detailed where you are right now in every single aspect of your life. This is the first thing you need. Okay, and that's what we're going to do together in a very simple process. I will just be talking to you about each pillar. I will be talking to you about each pillar, and I want you guys to really assess based on the criteria I will give you, but you will assess how is this pillar in your life. Okay, any questions? Are we good? Okay, so let's start with spiritual. Okay, I want you guys to really reflect, how is your spirituality today? You know you have a soul, you know you have a spirit, you know you're not, life continues after material ends, and that your soul, your spirit will last forever, it's eternal. Do you have this conviction that you have something to work on that is much beyond your physical material lifetime? Do you have a relationship with God, or if you don't believe in God, with something bigger than yourself, at least? Something that transcends your individual needs? Do you nurture your soul daily? Do you pray daily? Do you meditate daily? Do you read maybe holy writings from your religion, if you have a religion? Do you have a religion? Do you have a community of people that share your beliefs and that raise your moral and ethical level to be able to be a better person? Do you have a moral compass? Do you have spiritual practice to really nurture, like you have 3 meals a day, having, you know, this space in your life where you care for your soul? Even if you don't believe in anything I said, maybe you have read some of the science that says that people that pray are more healthy, have better relationships. You know, even in prisons, they surveyed thousands of prisoners just by praying. They have so many improved quality of life. So are you caring for your spiritual? Put an assessment from 0 to 10, how you feel you are today. This is the photograph of today. Then the family. How is the relationship with your parents, with your father, with your mother, with your brothers and sisters? Really, honestly, be honest. Is it 10, the ideal, the amount of love that you have? Do you say I love you to every single of your family members often? Do they say I love you back? Looking in the eyes, hugging for more than 40 seconds, having eye contact for more than 40 seconds? Do you show love by touching each other, by validating, like I just said, but also by giving presents to each other and spending quality time together? Do you do some amazing things together? Is the quantity and the quality of the time you spend together, of course? Are you proud of your family? If I ask your family members, what will they say about the relationship you have with them? Do you forgive your parents? Because all parents need to be forgiven. Have you forgiven them? Not just in your head, but really, do they know that you forgive them? Have you told them? Have you written a letter to your parents, maybe? Or had this conversation with them? The next one is marriage. So of course, if you're not in a relationship right now, just how do you feel about that? How do you feel about not being in a relationship right now? If you are married or if you are in a relationship, same question. How is the quality and the quantity of the love given in all the language of love, given and received? How is the trust, the amount of trust and connection you guys have with each other? How is the communication to really listening with the 2 ears you have, and also being honest and being truthful and kind at the same time when you speak to them? Not looking at the faults of each other, but seeing only the good in each other and having joy and radiance and being in the peak state, the two, so you push each other up constantly. You help each other grow. You help each other contribute. You help each other have self-love. You challenge each other. And you do some amazing things together to make the world a better place. You make an impact together. You contribute together. Be honest, from 0 to 10, how is your marriage pillar right now? If you don't have children, for the next one is how do you feel right now about not having children yet? And if you have, is about how much fun do you have with the children? It took me so much time to be able to become children again and play with them on the floor, on the ground, and enjoy whatever, not just chess, but also Lego and dolls. And are you really having a blast with your children? Are your children healthy emotionally and in every single aspect? Because that's a consequence of your parenting. So there's an amazing book and course by Dr. Shefali, Conscious Parenting, which it's mind-blowing. The book and the course as well on Mind Valley that we completed 35 days program where you can really improve your understanding of what it means to be a parent. But I mean, there is hundreds of books, of course. So how do you feel right now about the parents you are? Social, the next pillar is about your friends, the people that you choose to call your friends. How many friends do you have? And what's the quality of the relationship with them? Are they the friends that they can call you anytime and they know you're there for them? And vice versa? Can you count on them? Do you have if you get stopped by the police at 4 a.m. because you were driving drunk and they say, we won't let you go, someone has to pick you up. How many people do you have that you can call at 4 a.m. and say, I need you right now, here? These type of friends, I mean. People that will help you move your flat, like when Shamin is moving, you need this kind of friends in Paris. So it's also about hobbies in the social pillar. So it's about, what do you do just for fun? How much money do you spend just for fun? Really, this is about you just having hobbies. It's not about working out for having the body that, no. It's about just playing volleyball because you like it, or tennis, or going skydiving, or snowboarding, or traveling, to any place. I will clarify at the end everything, but I will just finish all the pillars to keep the momentum. Then you have the health pillar. So the health is very objective. How is your body fat? How is your percentage of body fat and strength? Are your medical exams all in the green or do you have red things? Because don't mistake yourself, this kind of, I have heavy bone things. In chapter 2, we'll get rid of that, or 3 maximum. Yeah, chapter 3 will be gone. This type of excuses. So really, I invite you to do something. Take your 2 fingers like this with me. Can you do that? And put them here and try to get as much fat as you can. Really put here and try to get as much fat as you can. Really, and pinch the fat you have. Really, the maximum you can have. And look at it. This is what you deserve to have as a baby based on your actions. I know it's harsh. I know it can be painful sometimes, but it's needed for the wake up. You have the body you deserve. And there is science about that. You can change your nutrition. It's just a decision to make. Of course, we'll reprogram your beliefs if that's your decision, because it's not like this. But really, how is your health today? How is your vitality, your level of energy? How do you wake up in the morning feeling pain? Do you have pain? This is also common, but it's not supposed to be normal, right? So the absence of pain, how is that? And the last but not least, how do you feel when you look at yourself naked in the mirror? This is also in the equation for the number 0 to 10. The next pillar is assistance, service. It's really about giving. Giving to, not to your friends, not to your family, not to your job that you love and helps people. This doesn't count. This is about giving money and time to people that could never pay you back. This is about helping humanity. This is about volunteer hours. Maybe you work with SPA and helps with animals if you're in France, or maybe you donate money to the UNICEF. Maybe you make donations every month to a cause that is important to you. Of course, it can also be, how are you contributing to climate change? Are you making big sacrifices yourself to help humanity get in the right path? It can be, are you contributing to global discourses to influence people in the right direction with love and encouragement without criticizing or attacking others. It's really about how much are you focused on your community? How much more happy are your neighbors because you live in the building? And when you go to the bank, how much better is the day of the people that are in the queue of the bank next to you? How is your energy radiating in there? Are you coming all stressed with beta waves that stress out everyone? Or are you coming, in the theta wave where you relax everyone around you and you make them smile and you speak and you treat the cashier by really expressing gratefulness and saying, thank you so much for letting me buy my groceries here. You're doing a great job. Keep smiling, and you give them something maybe. I don't know. How do you treat complete strangers? The next one is intellectual. Really, your brain, your neurons, your synapses, your connective abilities, your memory. How are you growing intellectually? How many books are you reading per year? How many courses are you doing? You're all doing Power of Action. So at least all of you have a few points just for being here. You can really tap yourself on the back for being here because it's already making an investment and a commitment with the group. So that for sure gives you some point. But how many times have you had an individual coach? How many coaching process have you done? How many courses have you done for your hard skill development or for your soft skill development to develop, yourself? How recognized are you in a profession? How much do you love what you do? And how much do you get valued for that? Maybe you get well paid. Maybe your clients and your partners in work celebrate you. Maybe you're recognized by everyone as the best one in the city or the best one in the country. Or maybe you're a worldwide recognized expert in your profession. I mean, not the profession yet, but in the intellectual knowledge around something. How many atmospheres do you frequent where you're the most stupid person in the building? I've been invited to Conversa, a British-Brazilian summit with ministers of the country, the best published academics for PhDs of the countries, and the richest men from countries, 100 people in Cambridge for 3 days discussing Brazilian-British relationship. I was clearly the less developed intellectually in the room for 3 days. This was amazing. It took me 2 days before I raised my hand to say something in one of the round tables. How many times do you frequent ambient atmospheres where you feel so lucky to be there, but you also feel maybe ashamed to be there because you're not, it's not easy to be there because you're not in the standard of people playing at another level there. But that's needed. If you don't spend 30% of your time there, being the most stupid person in the room, you're not growing intellectually. The next one is financial. Ooh, who likes money here? So how much are you making? How much money do you make? How much money do you save? There is 3 pillars. How much do you make? How much do you save? And how much do you multiply? We even have a whole program, Power of Action Finance, on that, where we help you look at this in a very deep way and calculate your financial quotient in a sense. But really, how much are you making? How much percentage of that are you saving? And this money that you're saving, how much is it multiplying? How hard is your money working for you? Is it 10% a year? Is it 15% a year in average? Or is 0.5% like you don't do anything? You don't have any basic knowledge about multiplying money. You just leave it in the livret A for financing the HLM if you're in France, for example, which is something you can do with some amount of money. But if you're saving, you should, if you work hard for money, you should have money working hard for you. How is your emotional connection with money? Do you feel like you own money? And money is just a tool for you to realize your dreams and to become who you are even more? Or is money something that stresses you? Do you have any problems with money emotionally? Is there any beliefs that has to be broken there? Do you have abundance? Do you donate money every single month to people that need it? Do you save for your dreams? and to invest on your money machine for financial freedom? Do you have passive income? If you read Robert Kiyosaki's most famous finance book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, it's all about how many assets do you have that produce money and how many things you have that consume money. Like buying a house that you have to pay, it's negative. Buying a house that you rent, it's positive. So understanding this, how is your financial education going? The previous to last one is professional. How is your job? How is your career? How is your mission? How recognized are you for what you do? How much do you love what you do? And how good are you at what you do? Do you have complete certainty about your career path? Is it still a job? Or do you own a business? Or do you have a mission that just makes money? But how is that? And how balanced is it with the rest of your life? Like Rudy was saying, how is your career integrated with all the rest as well? Is it something that's getting in the way of being ecological with the 10 other pillars, or is it contributing to everything else? And finally, last but not least, emotional. How are you feeling right now? How do you feel when you wake up every day? Is it joy? Do you have like this deep joy that is not going up and down, this permanent joy, just about who you are and what you build in your life? That of course it goes, but having this constant joy for what you design, what you build so far. Or you just have happiness when you buy something or when you go somewhere. We'll talk more about that. Moments versus existence. Moments can be the sex, can be the jet ski, can be the travel, can be the buying a new car. This can give you moments. Moments can be bought, but the joy of a marriage that you look in the eyes of the person and after 10 years you say, wow, we did it together. Or when you look at the children waking up and coming to kiss you in your bed and you hug them and you're like, I built this family, this love between us. Or looking at your business and being so proud of what you created, the brand, the people around you. So it's about this joy that it's not fleeting. Money can't buy that. Do you have gratitude? Do you look at your week and you say, what a magnificent week? How often do you say your day was magnificent, extraordinary, fantastic, sensational? Or are you sad, worried, stressed, anxious, angry, feeling shame, guilt? What are the dominant emotions in your life today? It's not about them being negative or positive. Mark is an expert in nonviolent communication. He taught me that for the last 10 years and 15 years as a friend. Emotion is just an indicator of your needs. So are your needs being met? Are you able to meet your human needs in a way that you can positively manage your emotional state and others? We learn a lot about that in this book, about managing your thinking and your physiology and your language and your focus, so you can influence your emotions, that will influence your actions, that will influence your results, and ultimately will change your beliefs that are self-fulfilling prophecies, so what you believe you are. Okay, guys, so I'll put you right now in breakout rooms, and I want you guys to discuss, just exchange with the person there about how you feel about this wheel of life. You don't have to share what you don't want to share. I will invite everyone to put it on Notion. Again, if you update Notion with that, we'll be able to help you much more, but it's up to you. We respect your privacy as well. So let's take some deep breaths. Inhale. Maybe you can inhale for 5. Keep the air for 5. And then you can exhale for 5 after. Maybe you can put your hands on your heart, just to feel your heart. It will help you connect with your body, with your soul. Feel your heart beating. Connect yourself with the gratefulness, how lucky we are. Since the moment you've been created, you got this heart. You didn't do anything specifically to deserve it. It was just a greater gift. And while it beats, like right now, you live. It beats more than 100,000 times every day. And you do nothing for that. You don't even think about it. It's just there for you. Connect yourself with the gratefulness of your heart. And maybe think of a moment in your life that you have been truly grateful. A moment that you had so much joy, that you were really thankful to what happened, to the people there. And also think a moment you are so proud, a victorious moment, a moment where you achieve, where you got one of the greatest results of all your life, overcoming challenges. And I want you now to really picture in your mind your ideal life. Think about yourself in many, many years. We are in 2030. 2030. 9 years later, it's already been 9 years that you completed the Power of Action, second edition. And you look back, you smile about the challenges you had, and you just look at your life around you right now. You can start by looking at the physical, the quality of life around you. You can look at material things. Which car do you have? Look at your car. Which color is it? Which model? Really see the car that you own. See the house that you live as well. Look at your house. What does it look like? Which color is it? Which architecture is it? What kind of vegetation is there? What specific do you see about your family's house? And you look at the garden maybe, or you look at the surroundings around it. Where is it located, really? And then you see your life partner, the person you chose. Maybe you call it soulmate, maybe you don't, but it's the person you chose. It's the number one decision of your life. It's the person you chose to build it with. How is this person? Look at him, look at her. What do you admire about this person? Not just physically, of course. What attracted you to this person? And what do you see right now in 2030 that are the real values of this person that you decided to commit yourself to build a fortress of well-being with this person, not just for yourself, but for society. This is the basic pillar of the world. This is a basic institution of society. This is a refuge for well-being. How is your marriage? Maybe you have children. Look at them. You see them coming out of the house. Look at your children. They come in your direction. They are looking at you. They are speaking with you. They are touching you. You can feel their love. You can feel their joy. You can feel their energy. What do they look like? How have you educated them? What kind of children have you been raising? What did you build? And then you look around and you see your parents, your sister, your brother, you see your extended family, your cousins, your aunt, you see people from your blood, from very distant ones to close ones. If maybe you don't have these family members alive, then you can just close your eyes and connect with them in the spiritual world. People that have gone already. How is your connection to them? Even if they are not here materially, how much do you rely on them? How much do you speak with them? How much do you love them and feel loved by them? And then you look a bit beyond your house and you see the community you live in. What kind of community have you chosen? Out of all these 200 countries in the world and millions of cities, where have you decided to live a community life? Maybe it's different locations. Maybe you spend 6 months in a Pacific island and 6 months in a Western world capital. I don't know. But really right now, what do you see around you? What kind of community do you live in? And especially, how are you connected to it? How do you serve this community? Why have you chosen to be in such a community? And as you connect to the community, you just feel your body. Because you know this is your temple, this is your vehicle, this is what allows you to serve, allows you to care for your family, to work, everything. How is your body? Honestly, sincerely, how is your dream body looking like? What can you do? What have you accomplished in the past with your body? Have you done maybe Ironmans? Or do you have the six-pack? Do you have Cristiano Ronaldo's abdominals? What do you have? What is it that is important to you about your body that you have been working on for these last 9 years so intensively to create? How have you sculpted yourself? How healthy are you? And of course, this body also allows you to earn a living. What is your profession? How do you introduce yourself to people in the community? And who are you? What is your mission? What do you do for the world? What is your contribution professionally? What's the expertise that you really master, that you're proud of, that you're really good at and you enjoy doing? And how is your money? Connect with the financial situation. Really, what's your net worth? How much are you worth? Your total earnings. How much are you making every month? How much are you donating every month? How much are you investing? What kind of investments do you have? What's your portfolio? Really connect to your dream portfolio. Do you have foundations? Do you have NGOs that you support? Have you built schools? Are you supporting some of the 30,000 children that are dying every day because they're too poor to stay alive? What do you have about this? Or you just, like in the past, maybe 9 years ago, you thought that working to earn a living for yourself was enough, just what you needed, not making more extra to help the people that need and can't earn for themselves. Now it's not the case. Now you really care about the world. You understand that humanity is one family, they are your brothers. How much are you giving? And how is your social life? How much are you enjoying as well? What trips have you done? What things have you bought? What friends do you have? What are the really close friends that you have that push you to grow and contribute even more every day? What kind of hobbies do you have? Do you drive a plane? Do you own a boat and invite all your friends there? Or do you have a place where you bring people on 5-star holidays, but also on spiritual awakening or trainings with mentors from all around the world? And finally, how is your spiritual life? What is life about for you? Why are you born? What are you here to do? What's your calling? What is the one thing you're ready to die for that is so much bigger than you? And also, finally, look at your emotions. How are you feeling? Look again at your house, at your car, at your children, at your partner, at your friends. Look at your community. Look at everything, at the world as you've been contributing to it. And feel gratefulness again for everything that you have. And whenever you want, you can come back, open your eyes. Maybe take a few minutes, if you don't have to go immediately, to write down some of the things that you have seen. Maybe you want to draw something. I will put the closing music here and I will leave you guys to capture some of the things that you have seen.